Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me a great pleasure to welcome all of you to the Voice of Healthcare's novel flagship event, VOH Health Tech Summit 2023, exploring together what's next in health. The event is supported by Invest India, AMED, and our presenting partner Yashoda Super Speciality Hospitals, powered by Quick Smartwatch Technologies, silver partner Sky Air Tech, Wiley, exhibit partners National Health Authority, Government of India, Zoho Corporation, Doctor at Home, Pulse Active Stations, and corporate contributor Convatec. We at Voice of Healthcare, all of us has always thrived to bring to you what's new in the healthcare ecosystem that's worth exploring and worth sharing. Considering the evolution of aspects like precision medicine, disruptive innovations, medical imaging, never has it been more important for all of us to work together for the healthcare providers and health tech industry and realize that innovations actually make a difference in the lives of patients. This Health Tech Summit puts patients and the sensitivity of care delivery to the core of it. The market of digital solutions to support early detection, remote monitoring of diseases is still definitely growing. Beyond diagnostics, there's also a great potential for health technology in areas such as drug development and remote surgery, and maybe many more that we'll be hearing today. But this sure must be done together with providers and patients together in order to create the most impact. All that and much more, I promise my experts and the discussions will cater you today. The VOH Health Tech Summit is bringing innovators, investors, and other stakeholders together to explore a wide range of topics, starting from role of data analytics and infrastructure management, virtual cure and building AI solutions, remote patient monitoring, use of AI in pharma R&D, and the rise of disruptive logistical solutions that we have in the healthcare delivery that are making our lives much more easier. Through a series of inspiring keynotes and thought-provoking sessions, the event will discuss the transformative power of technology and its multi-layered role in the future of healthcare and life sciences. And I'll also take this moment to allow and introduce to you VOH Incubator. For all the early-age startups and budding entrepreneurs, are you looking for a partner to help your innovation? Or maybe do you need advice to expand your market? Or maybe you're just a healthcare provider who's providing the best practices. Whatever your goal is, VOH Incubator and our esteemed set of mentors and advisors might be able to find the right solution for you. So without further ado, now I'd like to formally inaugurate the event and let all of us bring all of our attention in front towards the lamp lighting ceremony. I request the dignitaries present here to please come up in the front to light the lamp. I'd like to request Dr. Naveen Nischal, Mr. Sanjay Jha, Dr. Basant Garg, Mr. Rajiv Sikka, Ms. Upasna Arora, Mr. Rakesh Sharma, Mr. Ashish Anand, Dr. Mansi Agarwal, Mr. Madhur Gopal, Dr. Mradul Kaushik, Ankit Maheshwari, to please come up in the front and light the lamp. Thank you so much, everyone. Now that we have formally inaugurated the event with the lamp lighting, I'd like to call upon on our stage the inaugural session of this event. Today we have the pleasure of having Dr. Basant Garg, who's the Additional Chief Executive Officer at the National Health Authority, as our special guest for the event. Request Dr. Garg to please come up on the stage. And can we please welcome him with a round of applause? Dr. Garg is a qualified doctor from the Government Medical College, Chandigarh, and he has joined the IAS in 2005. Before NHA, Dr. Garg served as the Private Secretary to the Minister of State for Commerce and Industry, Government of India, and he had also earlier served the Government of Punjab in various capacities. Sir, can we please? Thank you so much. I'd like to call upon Dr. Naveen Nischal, Chairman, Voice of Healthcare, and co-founder, Meadow, Cygnus Hospitals, and VOH Incubator. Calling upon Mr. Sanjay Jha, Secretary, Voice of Healthcare, and co-founder, Colmed. And can we please welcome all three of them with a stellar round of applause? Thank you so much, everyone. Now calling upon Dr. Naveen Nischal to please come up at the podium and sharing your opening thoughts with us.
Thank you very much, Khushbu. Respected Dr. Basant Garg, Additional CEO, NHA, Government of India. Respected dignitaries off the stage, on the stage. Dear friends, delegates, a very warm welcome for today's Health Tech Summit. During my healthcare journey, right from entering into medical college in 1993 to today, I have seen technology penetrating into healthcare from almost nothing to playing a vital role in every field of healthcare, from diagnostic to therapy, from medical devices to pharma, wellness to illness, and from on-site monitoring to remote monitoring. Technology is touching each and every aspect of healthcare and becoming the most important part of anything and everything we do in healthcare. Traditionally, healthcare professionals have been hesitant to technology adoption, but people are getting accustomed and have started trusting technology more than anything else. And I have never seen government be so proactive in deploying technology the way NHA and EBDM are working and building tech infra for healthcare in India. Impact of ADM is huge and much beyond our understanding. As a country, I think we are building a very strong foundation. The startup ecosystem in India is quite mature, and this has been a major factor in success of digital healthcare startups. At Voice of Healthcare, being a healthcare industry connect platform, we are working on various initiatives, right from capacity buildings in terms of leadership training to international tie-ups and exchange of best practices. We want to help our country in delivering better care. While we don't have enough hospital beds, we don't have enough doctors or manpower to serve such a huge country, I think only thing which can save us is technology. And startup today, they are leveraging technology in a very big way. So our latest initiative at Voice of Healthcare is VOH Incubator. So to help startups, we are launching VOH Incubator as well. Being a serial entrepreneur myself, I understand the pain of startups, how they struggle at every stage. And our thesis at Voice of Healthcare Incubator is simple. If a startup is creating impact, we are there to help them. If you see, traditionally, startup success has been measured on the basis of whether or not a startup has potential to become a unicorn. However, at Voice of Healthcare Incubator, we believe in creating impact rather than a $1 billion valuation. For me, impact has different meaning. When I was building Cygnus hospitals, I started my journey from Delhi and eventually I moved to tier 2 and tier 3 cities. My idea was to work around golden hour period. In India, there are more than 750 district towns, and in more than 600 towns, there is no cath lab, no cardiologist, no neurosurgeon. Even today, patients are being shifted from smaller towns to bigger towns, and you will be surprised to know that half of these patients die on the way. So I wanted to work in tier 2 and tier 3 cities. I set up 10 hospitals. On an average, I was touching 70,000 patients in a month, around 8 lakhs patients in a year. And so far, through my Cygnus journey, I have touched more than 4 million patients. People tell me that I created sort of an impact while saving those lives. But for me, the bigger impact is when after success of my venture, a lot of other players started venturing into tier 2 and tier 3 cities and started saving those lives. And now there are more than 20 big chains which are working in tier 2 and tier 3 cities. I think that is the real impact. The idea of VOH Incubator is very simple. We are working on impact theory. On this stage, I would like to put that how we are helping these startups. First, mentoring by industry leader who are already established because they understand this industry better. Go to market. Unlike academic institutions, we are closer to healthcare. We help these startups in compliances and regulatory support because we understand regulatory infrastructure in India better. Access to legal and funding guidance. We have a network of some investors, law firms. They can help these startups better. So I would like to conclude here, but before that, we have some powerful sessions with some amazing speakers. I'm sure you will learn some good things today. With that, I would like to conclude my speech here. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, and I'm sure we'd be able to put an amazing show today. Calling upon Dr. Basant Garg to please come forward and share his opening remarks with us. Can we please welcome him with an applause?
A very good morning to all the distinguished partners present here today. I think the context has already been set by Dr. Naveen. At the very outset, let me thank Voice of Healthcare for organizing this tech summit. And as the theme of the summit is Next in Health, I think it's very apt theme because health as a sector needs to really get a move on and identify what are the next steps which will bring in more efficiency and improve patient journey. We at NHA, the National Health Authority, we are also contributing to improving the delivery of healthcare services to the Indian population through two main missions. The Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, which is providing secondary and tertiary healthcare facilities to the bottom 40% of the population, but in that endeavor is helping build up a robust network of private hospitals in tier 2 and tier 3 cities. The other important mission at NHA is the Ayushman Bharat digital mission, which is, I think, more relevant for the theme of today's Tech Summit. The Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission and its broad objectives, that's what I'm here to talk about, and the work that is being done, the kind of effort that is being made to move and nudge the healthcare ecosystem to a digital way of delivering healthcare services. I use the word ecosystem because we are not here government is not here to create a system. We are not here to deliver services. We are not here to create products, enter the market ourselves. We are just the enabler, trying to create this ecosystem, setting standards so that the private sector can step in and they can build services over and above this ecosystem and bring in efficiency. At NHA, we are only developing this ecosystem, enabling this ecosystem along with our partners. Let me also use this opportunity to tell you about what is being done in the field of digital public goods. Digital public goods, India's journey started with these way back with Aadhaar. We have close to 1.3 billion Aadhaar in India. That's pretty close to 98% of the population who have Aadhaar. Even kids, of the age of 2 years, sometimes they have their Aadhaar. Now, Aadhaar has provided all of us with a unique identity, and built upon Aadhaar, a lot of digital public goods, a lot of services have been enabled. Built on Aadhaar was the government's drive for financial inclusion, the Jan Dhan accounts. Close to 500 million Jan Dhan accounts have been opened. So this ensures that all Indians, irrespective of their financial status, they are connected to they have a stake in the financial world, they are connected to the financial ecosystem. We have also developed, as at the government level, e-sign, a feature for digitally signing documents. We have the DigiLocker, and very recently we had our experience with CoWIN. The pandemic, it threw up a challenge for the government in which such a large population had to be delivered efficiently, ensuring that people are getting these doses of the vaccine and different vaccines, and to ensure that a patient gets the desired vaccine within the right time frame. And CoWIN was the solution which was developed, of course, at NHA. And we had the numbers which were delivered, these services, vaccination services, are mind-boggling. We were able to deliver more than 2 billion vaccine doses, covering more than 1 billion population. So I think that has given us the confidence to embark on developing more digital public goods. At NHA, under the digital mission, we are developing the healthcare professional registry for all shades of healthcare professionals, the healthcare facilities registry for all facilities, hospitals, clinics, doctors, single doctor clinics, laboratories, and we are also developing the Ayushman Bharat Health Account, the unique health ID for all the citizens of India. And built upon these registries would be various services delivered through different gateways. We started about a year back, just about more than a year back, and today 38 crore Indians, so that's about close to 26-27% of our population, they already have their unique health ID, Aabha. In the HPR and HFR, we are a little bit behind. We have around only 10% of the doctors and 10% of the facilities, estimated number, that is registered on the HPR and HFR. I think we are making efforts, making some headway with the associations to get them on board. More than 26 crore health records are linked to these unique health IDs, the Aabha of the citizens. I think that is where now more and more people, they are finding the use of Aabha, they are understanding the importance of the longitudinal health record. We also developed Scan and Share, a faster way of OPD registration, and we rolled it out. At present, more than 500 hospitals across India are using and are providing this service to the patients, wherein patients they don't need to stand in a queue. They can have the faster way of OPD registration. The demographic details of the patient, they are seamlessly shared to the OPD registration software of the hospital, thus reducing the time the patient spends at the OPD registration area from 55 minutes to 4 minutes. So that is the kind of efficiency which the use of digital can bring to the health system. This is just one use case. We also know that through the health information exchange gateway, we can achieve seamless sharing of health records from the citizen, from the patient, with his consent. And this sharing of records will happen from a health information provider to a health information user, who could be, the doctor and the new doctor. They could be sharing it, and their roles could be reversed the next time around. And at the center of all this is our federated architecture, federated data architecture, wherein we are just ensuring interoperability. At no point of time, the health data is brought to any central server. The data stays where it is, and it is just by following these protocols that the patient is able to see his health records, access his health records, and share it with his consent to a doctor whom he is visiting this time. We feel that this will lead to better clinical decision making, as well as there will be an impact on the health-seeking behavior, impact on preventive health, and better awareness about general health and well-being. At NHA, we are also, in addition to the basic registries of the digital mission, we are also developing, in the field of pharma, the drug registry. The drug registry will provide a single source of truth for all molecules, which will be enumerated, which will be populated by different manufacturers. So if we remove the various nutraceuticals, I mean the other health products, we've been asked, we've been told that there are total about 40,000 or 42,000 molecules that are there in the Indian market. And presently, I think we are already having more than 30,000 molecules on our drug registry. So that is the work which NHA is doing in the sphere of pharma. Also, to energize and to provide citizens with more services, we have developed the Unified Health Interface. This is based on the backend protocol, something very similar to what is happening in the field of commerce, e-commerce with the ONDC. This will allow patients on one platform to discover and avail health services from providers on a different platform. So from the platform-centric model, we will move to a network-centric model. We've already had people testing this with us, and it has been now proven, and we are just awaiting for a launch. We feel this will energize and this will bring transparency to the system, and citizens will be able to avail, to book physical consultations, to avail teleconsultations, to discover laboratories, blood banks, ambulatory services. So a lot of efficiency will be brought to this part of the journey. At NHA, we are also developing the health claims exchange. Very recently, we have thrown open our sandbox for the payer as well as the provider's applications to come and test on the health claim exchange. The claims exchange is where we are seeing a lot of enthusiasm amongst the insurance industry as well as the hospitals. There is a recognition that this was a major pain point for the hospital, for the insurer, and for the patient. For the hospital, the kind of time it would take for getting claims approved, it would affect their discharge times, so in a way reducing availability of beds. For insurers, there are problems of fraudulent claims, the processing times, and the cost of processing claims. And for the beneficiary, for the patient, there is no visibility into how much time it will take for the claim to be processed. The claims exchange is getting a very good response, and increasingly people are now registering for testing their softwares. Also, we are going to launch very soon the wrapper for enabling HMIs to actually send the FHIR standards, the standardized information through the health claim exchange to the payer side. We also feel that the claims exchange will also lead to promotion of adoption of digital standards by various players. And this will actually lead to automation of claim adjudication, filing of e-claims. And that is where we feel the time and the cost for claims processing will come down. Today, the time taken could be in excess of, from weeks, it could be 2 weeks, 4 weeks. And the estimated cost is maybe rupees 500 per claim. But we feel if the time can be brought down to a few minutes to even a few seconds, and the cost can be brought down initially to maybe 10, 12 rupees and later to a few paise also. So that is the kind of efficiency in claim processing that Health Claims Exchange aims to achieve. It is not only NHA that is doing all the work. Within the ministry, for easing the patient journey, for providing a robust teleconsultation system, the ministry has also worked on eSanjeevani. And eSanjeevani, even today, as of today, is providing 2 lakh teleconsultations per day. So that is the kind of work that is done, that is the magnitude, the number of people who are impacted by eSanjeevani. And there has been an estimate that every teleconsultation call saves maybe 21 kilometers of a physical journey of a patient. And taken together, the number of teleconsultations which has happened till today on that platform, it is more than $1.2 billion. So that is the kind of impact which one single effort is making. And the importance of and the significance of eSanjeevani is also in follow-ups. It will improve health-seeking behavior, better follow-ups by the patients. Otherwise, there would be attrition and patients would just fall off. So there are a lot of benefits of bringing in technology, as Dr. Naveen had also said, that over the last maybe 20, 22 years, we are seeing increasingly adoption of technology by the health system. But one of the issues one of the aspects which is close to my heart, I'm taking a lot of time, but these are the things which are happening next in health, so I thought I'll just give you a flavor of that. One of the things which is very important is getting the doctors to adopt the digital way. And I think that is where, in our interaction with with all the players, we found that we have to catch them young. And NHA is also working on developing a curriculum for digital health. And finally, I mean, we would like to see the day when doctors are actually entering all the patient history and data and examination points into a digital portal themselves. So that is, the complaint of the patient that there is an illegible handwriting, I think that we'll soon see that day, that will go away. And it will again bring a lot of efficiency. It will reduce the pain in the patient journey. Let us all remember that at the center of all this effort is the patient. The digital mission, the efforts of the ministry, the efforts of all of us present here today, at the center of all this is the patient. We should not lose sight of his right to privacy, security of data. We should not lose sight of all of this is being done. The use of AI, use of all the means is to ease the patient's journey. With these words, I would like to conclude my address, and I would like to congratulate Voice of Health for organizing the Tech Summit. I'm sure the sessions that we have planned here today would give us more ideas, more insights into what needs to be done to improve the health sector as such. And Dr. Naveen, I'll be really interested in if you could maybe towards the end of the sessions, if you could tell me what were those brilliant ideas and brilliant insights which we get and which we need to work on. Thank you all for being here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Garg, for those kind words. And just to mention, I'd like to let Dr. Garg also know that Voice of Healthcare has been a continuous supporter and advocate of the kind of work NHA has been doing. We organize public awareness discussions, policy advocacy sessions almost on a daily basis, and we engage so many reputed doctors, and never has it been a day that anybody misses to applaud the kind of work NHA does, sir. So thank you so much for that. With that, I'd like to call upon the podium Mr. Sanjay Jha to please address the audience with a vote of thanks. Can we please welcome him with the applause, please?
Thank you, Khushbu. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to thank our special guest, Dr. Basant Garg, for taking the time to be with us today at the Health Tech Summit 2023, Next in Health. We appreciate your presence and insights about NHA and the digital ecosystem it is creating. And we are honored to have you with us. Thank you. I would also like to express my gratitude to the organizers, sponsors, and volunteers of their hard work in bringing this event to fruition. It takes a lot of effort to put together a conference of this magnitude, and their dedication has ensured that we have a productive and informative event. Of course, I would like to thank all of you who have attended this conference. Your contributions and insights are essential in advancing health tech and improving healthcare outcomes. As we move forward, I hope that we can continue to collaborate and share our knowledge and expertise in the field of healthcare. This conference provides a platform for us to learn from each other, network, and explore new ideas and possibilities. I'd like to thank Dr. Naveen and the entire VOH team for conceptualizing and organizing this event. Once again, thank you to everyone involved in making this event a success, and we hope that you have a rewarding and enjoyable experience at Health Tech Summit 2023, Next in Health. Thank you.
Thanks so much, sir. And with that, we mark the conclusion of the inaugural session. I'd like to call in front Dr. Naveen, Dr. Garg, and Mr. Sanjay Jha to please come up in the center and appreciate Dr. Garg for his presence with the token of appreciation. Can we have sir's certificate? On the stage, please. Thank you so much. Dr. Garg, taking this opportunity of having you with us, as we mentioned in the start, that we'd also be launching VOH Incubator today. So we'd like to let everybody know today that Voice of Healthcare is officially having a launch of VOH Incubator towards the end of this event, which is a first-of-a-kind entrepreneurial ecosystem built exclusively for the healthcare industry. Dr. Garg, Dr. Nischal, I'd request both of you to please stay with us while we would like to officially reveal the logo of VOH Incubator. Can we have the setup, please, on the stage? Thank you so much. And I'm very sure all of our mentors, advisors would be stoked to hear this.